Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Simply Fit and my 10-week update from the SA bodybuilding comp. We were 10 weeks out yesterday, so we're 69 days out today. And I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update to see how we're all traveling and how we're all feeling in our training and stuff like that. So starting with myself, I weighed myself this morning and I was, the first time since my last time I competed, I'm in the 80 kilograms now. So I'm 89.9 this morning. I weigh myself at the same time or roughly the same time every week. So it's always on an empty stomach in just shorts and underpants or the same clothes every week. Same state, so it's straight out of bed, no water, no nothing, just jump on the scales and it's as accurate as can be each time. So I'm 89.9 this morning, which I'm pretty happy with that. I'm still holding a fair bit of muscle. The body fat's coming away, midsection's tightening up a lot. Glute, hamstring tie-ins, quads are coming through. So really happy with the condition that I've got 10 weeks out. And the way that I'm feeling. I've got a lot of energy. I'm still training my clients. I've still got my other job and everything's fine. I'm not moody. I've done this enough to understand how it's not the food that you're decreasing that makes you anxious or moody. It's the looming competition date, and each day it's sort of a bit of pressure on you you feel like you've got to get more done, and you can then do too much. You can do too much cardio, you can restrict your diet too much, but I don't really count my macros. I know I've been eating long enough to know when I'm getting lean and what to eat. So basically, as a quick rundown of an example, yesterday's meals, I got up and I didn't do any cardio. So I usually do maybe half an hour to an hour on the bike every morning, just read a book, speed 10 on the recumbent, and just an hour or so or half an hour depending on my mood or what I've got going on the day. But I didn't do that yesterday because I was working the night before. So I got up about 7 o'clock and I had 250 grams of light Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of protein powder and 100 grams of mixed berries. Mixed it all up and I had that. At 8:30 I trained with the guys and we ended up doing chest yesterday. So I did chest for about an hour and a quarter, and in that session I do a lot of supersetting and just keep the heart rate up the whole time. At about 9:45 I had 2 scoops of protein, 30 grams of dextrose, which is pure carbohydrate, 250 mils of water around about. Smash that down. 1 hour later, 160 grams of white rice, which is the cooked weight, 180 grams of chicken, just plain chicken, bit of seasoning, whatever you want on that. That's 1 hour, which brought me till about 11:30. Then I went to work, and at 2:30 I had a frozen meal from our local supermarket here, Coles. Is just one of those healthy meals. I've got a heap of them in the freezer in case I run out of food to prep, which I did yesterday. So that's just a chicken, some peas and some carrot, and it is exactly what it says it is. So that's about 350 calorie meal. A little bit of carbs in the peas and carrot, but don't worry about them. A nice amount of chicken. Then at 5:30 I had 160 grams of rice, 160 grams of chicken again. Then at 8:30 the same meal as meal 1, which was my yogurt, my berries, my protein, and then I was in bed by 10. So that's going to be roughly 2,000 to 2,500 calories for the day. Myself, I don't count calories because I know then that can open the floodgates to becoming really obsessive with your dieting and your nutrition. So I prefer I know what I got to eat. I know roughly when I have to eat. I know if I'm starting to get a bit flat in my look, or if I'm holding water, or if I'm not losing as much body fat as I'd like to. I can either up cardio or lower the nutrition. My theory is I prefer to do that cardio in the morning and be able to eat a bit more food. So that being said, that's kind of my nutrition every day, similar to that. Training wise, I go by instinct. So we did chest yesterday and my plan today was to do hamstring and calves. But I woke up and my calves are absolutely rooted from the other day when I did quads and calves. So I did katsu training on the calves and they're very, very sore today. So I thought there's no point training them again. So I did bis and tris this morning and we're off to a good start already. And like I said, body weight's 89.9, so that's really good. Had a cheat meal on Wednesday, so today's Sunday. We had lasagna, and basically I just had 2 big bowls of lasagna, homemade, heaps of cheese, all that stuff, a couple of hot cross buns with heaps of butter, and I did have a protein shake full of milk, heaps of ice cream and some Nesquik, and I had that ready to drink, but my wife drank that, and I didn't get that one in, so I missed out on that, but that was okay. And then, like I said, the weight, the cheat meals are structured, so the weight goes up a little bit the next day, about half a kilo or so, depending on how much water you're holding. And then by now, I'm well under my weight from last week. So for me, my plan is to stay, no body weight's irrelevant, kind of. But I still don't really want to get any lower than 85, to be honest. I think then my muscle will be decreasing. So I want to stay around 87-ish, 88, which is still a bit of body fat to go from here. And then just manipulate my carbs and my intake. So that's me done. I'm happy with how everything's going. Like I said, I feel good and ready to rock and roll this week and smash another week out. Okay, so now we'll go into Nicola. Nicola's going really good. She's been getting some posing tips off, like I said, the local PT in Mildura, Ash Bowden. She's been giving us some tips. She's also been researching YouTube and just watching bikini competitions and just learning the posing, and she's really been practicing that a lot, which is fantastic to see. Nutrition's been on point. She's been working pretty long hours, and she's learning to prep her food and take it to work. And again, same thing with Nicola, just needs to relax and let her body just come down slowly to the bikini shape, which she's practically got naturally anyway, and she'll be fine. She had a cheat meal during the week, which this week wasn't McDonald's, it was Asian at a place called Andy's Kitchen. So it was good to see she got off the quarter pounders and got on the fried rice and whatever else she had. So good job, Nicola. And then we come to Mick. So at the moment, Mick is right on 74.7 kilograms. So little side note, Mick and Braden are exactly the same weight. So Braden's 74.8 kilograms. He's dropped 800 grams this week. And Mick's 74.7 kilograms. So they're very, very similar weight. And obviously, I would say Braden's muscle bellies are bigger than Mick's, and his joints are smaller. So that gives him that illusion of being bigger, which, like I said, weight's irrelevant. It's the look you've got. So yeah, Mick's doing really good. He's just posted his pictures up and showed me, and we went through posing, me, Mick and Braden last weekend, which I'll put in this video. So that was 8 days ago today we went through it. We went through our routines, the mandatories, all the posing for about 20 minutes, and I've told the boys that every day they've got to go through the routines, the mandatory, and just learn to relax when they're posing, which is really good to see. Mick's been doing that a lot, so has Braden. Mick's just finished a bit of a lean bulk, which I've been explaining to him that now's the time he needs to focus on getting the definition. So his body type is ectomorph, so he's naturally a skinnier person. He's always been fairly skinny. So the issue that he may have moving forward is if he doesn't nail his nutrition to get the composition starting to tighten up and get the real thin look in the skin and the muscle popping through it, and that definition you need for the stage, it might be harder than what he thinks. So he needs to tighten his diet from now on. So we went through that last night, and I adjusted his diet pretty dramatically to what he's been eating up until now to what he will do moving forward is very dramatic. So again, he's just got to go on to plainer food, structured food more often, and get off the he was taking those bulking shakes, and he was having a pretty average kind of diet because he can get away with it. But now it's time to really tighten up, so he's aware of that. So moving forward the next few weeks may be a bit of a struggle to transition, but I've got faith that he's dedicated enough, and he's got a lot of resilience to swap the diet up, start eating a little bit cleaner, and just chip that body fat away. And like you said, you've got to show your muscle you have. You're not going to be building new muscle in this time. And then, like I said, Braden's just doing awesome. He's dropped a substantial amount of body fat in the last couple of weeks. He gave me his progress pictures last night, and he's looking really good. His legs are awesome. quad and hamstring separation is like right there. He's gonna probably get striations through his quads, I can assume. Midsection's tightening up. His front lat spread is a really strong pose. Now it used to be his weak pose. He's getting the separation between the abs and the obliques. So he's really happy with, he can start to see that midsection tightening right up, which I think every single person watching this video and every single person training or everyone in general, the thing they look at is your stomach. And you want to have a flat stomach, you want to have abs. So everyone's the same, I'm the same. And they're hard to get. They're the first thing to go when your diet loosens up, and they're the last to get. So he's doing really good. He's training hard, and again, he's structured through my app. He trains, and we catch up once a week if we can and train together. But yeah, I have no issue with Braden. He's going to smash this diet, and he's going to come in looking really good. So, like I explained throughout this video, body weight's irrelevant. Myself, I have a idea of what I want to weigh, or what I think I should be weighing, but if I'm a few kilos lighter, so be it. As long as I look good and I don't look too skinny and drawn out, I'm happy with that. So that's probably about it, guys. We were meant to train this weekend, but we're all on different shifts at work, and we just couldn't get together and do the posing. So I'm hoping during the week or next weekend we can get together and get some more videos of the posing. I'll obviously have attached the updated photos of everybody. I've got to do my weekly photos after this video, so I'll attach them as well. And yeah, can't think of anything else to really put in this review, but everyone's doing great. Thanks for watching the channel, guys. Subscribe, like my content, and give me a message or a comment if you want me to go through anything else. If you've got specific questions about any of this process or whatever, I'm happy to answer, like if it's got to do with tanning or whatever. So give me a message, give me on Facebook or Instagram, or give me a comment on YouTube, and I appreciate all the support so far. The channel's growing. I've got a really good community of people that we're all chatting, and I just want to help people. So until next time, guys, keep flexing.